I personally believe Hattori still has much more potential. I don't think she's been pushed to her fullest degree. I feel like Sword, in particular, has a lot more to be explored, and I think some players like Java really pushed the bill there, but I still think there's more to be done. But as we go ahead and get into this next game, it looks like, honestly, pretty even start. They're keeping it aggressive, though. Beautiful read with the neutral stick coming out there from the Ryan player there. I mean, Elsom looking pretty clean. There's that new down air we were talking about before as well.
Yeah, launching straight down. You can see the setup attempt, and Doggo actually gets both blue team members. Elsom not able to convert into a trade. Yo, Doggo. Doggo. All right, he gets out of that.
So you lucky I didn't have 2 chase dodges. Oh, Doggo gets caught. He was biding so much time, trying to figure out when to land, but great patience coming out there to throw out that spin attack and secure the knockout.
Nice dodge up from Rygunduz, avoiding that ground pound on the left side. Neutralite catches both blue team members, but Doggo not able to convert. But a nice Neutralite actually saved his teammate there.
Yeah, this one's starting to look a little bit precarious for the blue team here, as Rygunduz and Doggo definitely looking like they know what to do. And then I say that right as he Raging Demons his partner for a knockout.
That's that caster curse. You're trying to talk him up as he hits the neutral sig on the right side. But he is going to get taken out. I believe that's what Rygunduz, who ends up converting that to a KO. And surprisingly enough, like despite the pressure red team's bringing, it's even in stock count.
Yeah, I'm not really sure how this happened so fast. And speaking of the Neutralite Vortex, kind of reminiscent of Meta's past, shout outs to that neutral signature from Rygunduz, securing that stock. And oh my goodness. Oh man, you gotta be careful here.
Elsom managed to survive that precarious position. Nice down sig coming out from Rygunduz on the left side. Actually, wait, no, that's not Rygunduz. Who's that? That's Zackdaboss. Sorry.
Rocking that Prince Zuko. Oh, man. Yeah, he's angry.
Side sig. Elsom still lives. Meanwhile, red team tried to go for the 2v1, but Zackdaboss actually takes out Rygunduz there. Rygunduz.
This is close.
Final stock. Oh, Elsom. Your teammate. Doggo, you're so mean.
Like, bro, not like this. Ooh, weapon throw? I can't believe that.
Missed the dare, though. Dude, Doggo was bullying the second. Okay, come on. Downlight side air. Like, he knows this one is probably a dub, but he's also playing a little goofy with it.
Oh, no, never say never. And over to the lady sang.
Yeah, I mean, it's a clean 1v1. Zackdaboss still has that chance. Still can afford to take a couple of hits here as well.
Ooh. Oh, man, that must have been, gosh, Sword players, man. Like, 'cause I look at that and I'm like, that D-Light hit? That D-Light hit, and that's how I know they're just better than me. I just know they're better than me because I always try to get that perfect gravity. Also, this weapon throw into Neutralite was raw. Like, that was raw. But they always get it at, like, the perfect height, dude. Like, I thought at that point he was definitely too high, and then, like, still get scooped up by it. That sword, it's a katana, man. It's like, I don't know. Masamune, is that the, like, 11-incher or whatever? Super, or not inch, like, feet? Right?
What?
I don't know. It's the name of a sword.
Yeah, Masamune is definitely the name of a type of sword. But I think it's just like the really long blade one, right?
Yeah, right. That's what Sephiroth got, right? Like
the one that's like a katana that somebody stretched like way too long.
Yeah, like yes, gosh, man. Anyway,
sword stuff.
This got range. It got range. You know, don't let the weapon skins fool you. You know, sometimes one of the reasons I got the Belmont skin is because you get that little flail and whip, you know, and I'm like, I'm trying to make people think, oh, it's not that long, and then I scoop them up with it. But these guys play a little bit more honest than me.
That or the Michelangelo sword as well. The nunchuck.
Yes.
You gotta make sure that they're not expecting the range that it'll bring to the table. But no character swaps, no map swaps. So going right on into game number 2.
Okay, and this one should be a good one. I mean, right here on one of, I think, the more welcome additions in terms of stages to the game. People seem to really love the Fortress of Lions, and for good reason, man. I mean, the aesthetic is absolutely crisp.
Yeah, it's a really good map. Again, like few soft platforms. You've got that pillar in the middle as well. Top of the map, though, Rygunduz barely missed the recovery.
Oh, what a read.
Jumped into it. Okay.
Gosh, that was like 3 SIGs in like 5 seconds.
He's playing like an Orion main.
Got to go back to your roots. Oh, man. Got to be careful here. I mean, jeez. Elsom. Oh, that's a trade. Unfortunate if you're on the opposite side, but Elsom def feeling great about that one.
Yeah, this is a whole different Elsom and Zackdaboss here. They are in a massive lead compared to the last one where they was basically tied for the most of it.
Oh, man. Yeah, right now. Looking kind of tough. I like the response from Rygunduz, though, because that's one of the things, like, this team combo is really good, especially with Val and Hattori N-Sigs on, well, I guess Hattori Sword N-Sig and Val Side Sig. Hold on. Oh, that's just, well, yeah, I can't even make it back. Pass, that's going to be a punish. Good punish, yeah. That's why you can't go for unarmed neutralite. Yeah. You know, it's too long-lasting in 2v2s. It gives the other person so much time to punish.
Yeah, especially when you're stuck in that 1v2. Rygunduz did a good job there dashing forward to make sure he goes through his teammate and didn't just like catch his teammate in that as well. Got to give him credit where it's due. Rygunduz is going deep though.
Oh, spin around with that neutral sig. Prince Zuko feeling saucy. Rygunduz with a punish on a side sig. Oh, be careful. All these recoveries coming out, trying to get some KOs off the top. Rygunduz not spacing the Sayer right, but it's okay. Man, just to find something else.
I like that save from Doggo at the bottom of the map. He hit a neutralite to keep Rygunduz from getting followed up on. Down light from Zackdaboss, but no follow-up off of that.
All right, hold on. Red team looking kind of hurt, especially Doggo with 1 stock left to go. Accidentally hitting the teammate there as well. And teammate's gone.
Oh! What a follow-up,
No dodge for a while. Got it back. Oh, almost gets dunked.
He was high enough and managed to get back to the wall, so he'll survive for a little while here. But Doggo, deep red on his last stock. He's got to live longer.
Yeah, the red team is bleeding out at this point. They have to bring themselves back. Another gravity cancel down signature from Elsom, and now it's all up to Rygunduz, who's already so beatly hurt. But man, just to find 1, tries to get 2. I mean, yeah, pretty much anything will take out this stock, and there it is. But now you have 2 more to get through. Oh, I like the attempt on the ground pound. You know, a ground pound in white, always got to respect it in a 2v1.
Especially because right there, Elsom burned his dodge on that GC sidelight, was trying to go for a big play.
Oh, we got caught.
Not enough, though. High ceiling here on Fortress Alliance, but another one. And Elsom and Zackdaboss managed to tie it up.
That one can be really awkward because I feel like that's what happens for a lot of people when they go up against Spear, is that Spear recovery just lingers a little bit more than they want it to, right? They feel like they don't have to expend a resource. It looks like you whiffed, and then like the last few frames of it just kind of catch and clip your feet. And you're like, oh man, I got caught. You're going to see it right here. It just kind of comes to the side. Up, recovery. And then right at the end there, right? Like right as the animation finishes is when he picks it up. Yeah.
And it's going to force a change out from Doggo here. He's actually going to go over to the Sidra for game number 3. I kind of get it in the sense of like he didn't have the best showing in game number 2, but also like a lot of it was I think Elsom and Zackdaboss doing a really good adjustment to the way that like Doggo kept trying to come in, trying to help out Rygunduz, and then you saw Elsom like just call him out. He was like, all right, downlight your teammate, and I'm going to GC down sig as you come in on me.
Yeah, exactly. It was like, man, like, sure, go ahead, do what you want. I'll watch, I'll wait, you know. Absolutely patient. And Elsom with these aggressive recoveries to tack on little bits of extra damage. You can see going for reads with these neutral sigs still. But I think at this point, Doggo's become a little bit more privy to it and has been baiting them out. And that's what I like to see. I like seeing the adjustments, the adaptations made. How do you get this one? Oh. It's so hard to space around that unarmed.
Yeah, definitely. You generally want to space like to the backside of it, but Doggo just not quite in position for that one. And Elsom giving some help over to Zackdaboss. Right side, they're playing the unarmed edgeguard game, and Doggo is the victor as Rygunduz got the KO on the left side on Zackdaboss.
Okay. Once again, these guys starting off pretty strong here. Rygunduz looking pretty crispy on the Hattori right now, though, at least against Elsom. But now switching on over to the teammate But Zackdaboss, you know, big chun.
Dude, he tried to do that slide charge turnaround cannonball towards the map to give himself some coverage, but Elsom just stayed right on top of him, ground pounds directly onto him. But Rygunduz is still sitting on that first stock. He talked about him being crispy.
Yeah, Rygunduz almost got a turnaround gravity cancel neutral sig. Was not able to get that one to land, but would have been disastrous for the opposition. But now at this point, I mean, still got 3 stocks on Rygunduz though.
I think Doggo kind of knows, you know what? Maybe I don't need to babysit Rygunduz too hard. Maybe I can play a little bit safer and not throw myself trying to protect him. As Rygunduz gets another recovery, Elsom's still living.
Okay, throws out the tentacle. Not going to connect that time, but a D-Light there and a gravity cancel neutral light to cover the other. Not quite what you want on your teammate, but you know, it is what it is. Rygunduz says, I'm going to pick this one up. We got 1 stock left on Elsom. Doggo probably soon to follow as well.
Ooh, you saw that weapon toss down. You were talking about how it can linger, that spear recovery, and Doggo's like, all right, I'll weapon toss and not have to worry about it. Still ends up getting caught though, and it's a slight stock lead in favor of the fact that Rygunduz has 2.
Yeah, definitely looking like one of those games where it's going to be a close call, especially with the way Elsom really just uses that recovery haphazardly. It's scary in situations like that. Yes, he was able to fight his way back to the stage. But what if they got the edge guard? He wouldn't have anything to get back to the stage with, but he's just that confident.
Yeah, it is a risky piece of util to use. Oh my goodness, Rygunduz. And I love that Doggo came over there for the reprieve, but Doggo might be in trouble here. Rygunduz can't save him.
Okay, 2v1 scenario for Rygunduz. Has 2 stocks. Doesn't really matter if he loses this one here. And we're going to go on to the next. You do have Elsom in the orange. Zackdaboss approaching the red. Just need a few hits before he's got to get a weapon. How much damage are you going to take just in that process alone?
Trying to play around these walls a little bit, utilizing all the different platforms that he's got. Nice pickup. Oh, this is the juggles though.
Oh, drops the combo there. Ground pound not going to be enough, but gives you something here. At this point, Zackdaboss is in KO range if Rygunduz can force it. Ooh, and that might help
him. Didn't go for a follow-up there, even though Zackdaboss was still returning. Oh, the follow-up.
No dodge. Oh, that just KO'd outright. Rygunduz has a chance here. Gets the Sayer, throws it up.
He was in sweat
Forcing out a dodge. You put you in a pretty hard situation. Rygunduz could have timed a ground pound there if he was really feeling frisky. D-Light recovery is all he needs.
Just going to keep control of the weapons. Elsom jumping around here. 1 more recovery.
1 more D-Light. 1 more recovery. 1 more. So even an N-Light just to get him off stage. And there's the N-Light. Doesn't burn a dodge. Wow.
Oh.
Are you clutch?
They're both red. Recovery and
clutch.
Rygunduz is in fact clutch. You asked the question, he gave you the answer. Rygunduz and Doggo currently up 2-1.
Man, what a play. You can see Rygunduz tried to get the save. Wasn't able to do it. Ended up getting edge guarded here, I believe. Yeah, got pogoed. But then immediately afterward here, I mean, was able to get that Sayer Light, ill-advised gravity cancel. And then immediately after, we saw the whole edge guard sequence. I mean, granted, ended up being a retaliation recovery to close out the stock. But there was that moment there where he did the weapon throw up and then, like, was just, like, sitting there.
Yeah,
and,
on
like,
the left side.
I thought it was game right there.
I was hoping. When it was coming back down, he's like stuck on the wall. I was like, maybe this is going to be the hypest weapon toss. But unfortunately didn't have the damage to do it. But still, like just keeping that pressure maintained on the opponent definitely did some mental damage to Elsom there.
Because there's a world there where like the weapon throw hits, you catch the spear and you pogo, and that's a game, you know? So it's like, ooh, definitely playing with fire there. But ultimately it didn't matter because at that point, look who won the set. Or I won't say the set, just the game. There's still more set to be played.
Calling it early, man.
But I'm just saying, look who won the game. That was a 2v1 that started off at. There, by no reasons should that have been the outcome, generally speaking. I mean, we've seen some amazing 2v1s happen in Brawlhalla history, but generally speaking, you expect the other team with more people
2v1s
to come out on top. They are.
I mean, at the end of the day, right, like they had that potential for those 2v2 combos, which we've seen completely obliterate stocks. And it doesn't matter what your damage is at if you've got the opponent stuck in hit stun. But, I mean, again, credit to Rygunduz for avoiding any of those situations. And, again, full capitalization. We talked about that kind of risky GC side sig that Zackdaboss threw out, and Rygunduz saw that single opportunity and had the correct answer to it. And you got to give him a lot of credit for that.
No, he's absolutely playing phenomenally. I mean, keeping the dream alive as well. Definitely, If you're the other team, though, feeling a little bit shaken up, maybe a little bit. Oh man, I wasn't supposed to allow that to happen. Let it slip through my fingers. Hopefully, they're gonna be able to come back stronger this time around. We get a legend swap over to Jala, so they want to pack a little bit more punch.
Yeah, and then you're also seeing Doggo make the swap over to Asuri for game number 4. An interesting swap. Again, I feel like Doggo's having this weird spot of like, he's not doing as much as he was doing in game number 1, so he's like trying to find that thing that'll help him continue to do that.
Okay, here we go. Right into game number 4, Elsom. Once again, with these aggressive chases with the Rocket Lance recovery. I'm getting a lot of mileage out of those. On the other side of things, though, really looking to see what Zackdaboss is ready to do with this Jala. Hoping to see some early KOs.
Ooh, tried to go in for that end sig, but a side sig from Doggo launches Elsom. Immediate team combo attempted onto Zackdaboss. The weapon spawn, or the weapon toss was still active, and Doggo ends up getting spiked there by Elsom.
Okay, so, I mean, we were having a little bit chat earlier on about, like, we're seeing a lot more Katars in the 2v2 landscape, and that's where we're getting in the Asuri instead of the Sidra, but is it worth?
No, it's not looking bad. I like that slap down to punish. Again, some quick attacks. Maybe that's what he wants, right? That's one of the big things Doggo's been doing is kind of supporting Rygunduz, coming in, breaking up those combos that happen.
Oh,
that's why he wants it.
Oh, man, and Doggo just looking to get to the Space Jam right now, just trying to get all the dunks possible, and we'll see how much that pans out. I mean, these SIGs are being thrown out by Doggo and gets a little bit of a half pipe, gets interrupted though, but that's okay because the damage is good, and that's the thing. If you're not playing like a very team combo heavy centric team composition, I think having Katars in your lineup is perfectly fine.
Yeah, I mean, it's not that critical for them to be passing back and forth, and Rygunduz still has those thoughts of getting those follow-ups right. You saw that Ensig attempted just there, but they're not having those long combos as Doggo avoids the ground pound on the right side from Elsom, but he gets another one!
From there? That's wild, but you do know that like when the Rocket Lance like connects with the ground, there is like a little exhaustion hitbox that comes out there. It's got popped on the way down. Wow.
Oh, but the nair from Doggo takes down Zackdaboss on the right side. And again, Rygunduz is holding that stock advantage for the team. There's a chance the blue team forces another 2v1 here.
Oh, and the beautiful use of the down signature from Orion as well. So quick, hard to punish, and especially if you've had a lot of damage racked up on you, definitely one of the safest options you can throw out if you're playing that Legend.
Zackdaboss, sword v sword against Doggo right now. Putting out some good hitboxes.
Oh, tries to read a high recovery. This is tough. This is close. This is elimination bracket, so this means that for Elsom and Zackdaboss, they have to win this game to stay alive in this part of bracket. Meanwhile, for Doggo and Rygunduz, they get to move on forward if they can close it out here. And Elsom manages to get the wall touch there and a conversion on the other side. Now the red team loses the stock first. I didn't think this was going to be how it goes. Can Rygunduz do it again?
The Sayer, Rygunduz does not have a lot of health to play with. He could catch Elsom. Zackdaboss, oh my goodness.
Oh, he won't be able to make it back because of that side light. Nice. Good edge guard. That's going to be a game 5 situation forced by Elsom, and Zackdaboss there was looking a little precarious toward the end. I'm not going to lie, but then they were able to buckle up, saddle up, and ride into town.
Yep. They came into town, guns swinging, guns slinging?
Swinging, blazing, I don't know.
Popping. On the belt,
cracking.
ready to go.
Kept it on the hip and that woo, you know, a little quick draw action. Whoop-ah, you know, better watch out. Tumbleweed, and, and then the whole little...
What instrument is that?
My brain says harmonica, but I'm like, is it?
I always thought it was just a guy who goes like, wow, wow, wow.
Like with his voice, just doing some mean acapella. Like, no, actually, that's more raw. I mean, maybe it's just Reno.
Could be.
Yeah, just sitting there, just making insect noises.
We don't know what his insect type is and what noises they make.
That sound, whatever that is. Is there an official term for that?
There's like the Wilhelm scream, right?
Yeah.
So is there like the
tumbleweed
spaghetti
whale
western scream?
Yeah. We're going to find out as the final tumbleweed falls as we go over to the Weston Air Temple for game number 5. It's going to be Elsom and Zackdaboss versus Doggo and Rygunduz trying to stay alive in the elimination bracket. Let's see if they can keep their cabbages in order.
They wanted a little bit more platforms compared to Fortress of Lions. That's one of the reasons why they went to this map. But double downlight coming out from Doggo. Some good reads coming from his Katars.
Oh.
Punish. That was a burn dodge too. Doggo can't convert.
Does it in the wrong way.
Still touches though.
Oh, we playing this game? We playing this game. Now Doggo's had enough. He gets back on stage. Uh-oh. Oh, gets caught by Elsom. That's what I'm talking about. That lingering hitbox on the Lancer. So deceptive. And gosh, Elsom, one of the bravest Rocket Lance players I've seen.
Yeah. He makes some bold decisions, but it's Rygunduz' decision to go downlight recovery, take out Zackdaboss, bottom of the map. Elsom still holding on.
I appreciate throwing the Rocket Lance there. The unarmed recovery is definitely going to do you a lot more favors in that situation.
Yeah, especially because like you can also utilize that weapon hitbox just to give you some coverage. Unfortunately, doesn't have the movement. Elsom going to fall. Both Rygunduz and Doggo still sitting on their first stocks.
Okay, and Doggo, so where did that weapon spawn at? Doesn't get a chance to find out before losing the stock on the other side, though. Rygunduz trying to bide some time in the corner. And beautiful save, honestly, coming out from Doggo there, because that's kind of one of the scary things about, you know, biding your time on the side of the stage when you're waiting for your teammate to come back, is that you are off stage and people can corner guard you. It's not like it's free.
Definitely a risky spot. I mean, there was always that threat of that Lance Grand Pound. We've seen Elsom hit multiple of those. Oh, catches him. And Elsom is going to take out Doggo off the side stick from the soft platform. Doggo's down to his last stock here.
Yeah, Doggo in the danger zone for sure right now. You got to make sure you aren't getting hit for free. And as I say that, already gets a few chunks. And, you know, you're walking the Asuri, too, with the Katars, so you're not going to have that combo potential with your teammate unless you swap over to the sword. So definitely trying to solo this one out. I love the weapon throw. We have 2 separate corner guards occurring for members of the red team. We got 2 separate 1v1s, but you can see immediately trying to reconvene. And in that moment, the red team manages to capitalize on both members of blue and swing the stock count in their favor.
Great pickups from the red team. Blue team now down to their final stocks. But they have that kind of hope. They have that strategy, take out Doggo, and try to see if Rygunduz can do that 2v1 again.
Oh, man, Doggo getting these neutral airs. It's one of the safest moves you can press on the Katars. Just press it and drift. Press it and drift. If they punish you for it, it's rare. Oh! Saint?
Got away from that.
Gave me a jump scare for a second. Charging that Thundercats.
That Ensig probably wouldn't have KO'd, but man, still makes you panic a little bit. You got to clench up when you see that. But Doggo's still taking a lot of damage here.
Yeah, this one's starting to look a little scary. Doggo needs to hang on. Rygunduz has proven to be able to do the 2v1, but never want to leave your partner in that situation more than one time in a set, if at all. Oh, Doggo looking clean here.
The target swaps.
Look at the way he's moving. Yeah, like he's just finessing right through him, threading the needle.
Side sig, Zackdaboss going to get launched here. You know what? At this point, Doggo's done his job.
Yeah, I agree.
The fact is, Rygunduz has a second stock. Like, this is definitely very doable for the red team as Rygunduz is going to fall and Doggo wants to extend as Elsom gets taken out by Zackdaboss.
But at this point, I mean, oh no, did he get the touch there? I don't think he got the touch there, did he? It don't even matter because he's going to get pogoed.
And just like that, Rygunduz and Doggo take it in game number 5 over Elsom and Zackdaboss. They're continuing on to fight the winner of Asmodee Beware of Chair and Cheeseface and Ket.
Okay. Nail-biter of a set for sure. For sure. I think, you know, the biggest thing was just how long Doggo was able to persevere in that game 5, right? I mean, by the time that, like, you know, stocks were falling, 1,